Man. What's going on, people? You know who this is. Coming to you today is February the 21st, Monday. It's President's Day, 2022. And basically, I just wanted to come to you, talk to you a little bit. Got something on my mind that we want to talk about. And just get y'all feedback, man. See how y'all feel about this topic. I haven't come up with a title for the show yet, or the live I'm going to be doing. It's about 7:02 in the PM. So I'm just sitting here chilling, man. I've been thinking all day. Got my water, got my wine with me, got a little music, and I just wanted to talk. So, been thinking of a lot of topics lately about what I'm going to talk about on here. First thing I want to talk about today has been on my mind a little bit, and I know a lot of people can relate to this, but my question for you is, what would you do to protect your peace? What would you go to? What lengths would you go to protect your peace? And I know it's a lot of things that we kind of overlook sometimes, and we let slide, and you know it's kind of annoying sometimes when you kind of have things or people in your life, you consistently go through problems with, and you just, sometimes you overlook it. Sometimes you just say, they're just being themselves, or, they are who they are. But at what cost does it, is it going to cost you your peace? Was talking to my mother earlier today. We talk pretty much all the time, so it's no surprise to anybody that knows me or knows us. But, just talking. And I was thinking, I'm not going to say what we were talking about. That's between us, obviously. But I was thinking, after we got off the phone, like what would we do, to protect our peace from people and things? Kind of like, will we cut somebody off? Somebody we've probably been knowing pretty much all our lives, or 20 years, and somehow you have off and on relationships with people. Sometimes you don't know what purpose people serve in your life. But I just want to talk about what the things I'm willing to do, or I have done, to protect my peace. So, as you sit down, you think a lot, as I do. People that know me know I'm a thinker. I don't talk a lot unless I'm really comfortable with you, or around you, or in a group setting. I really don't talk a lot. I conversate, but I'm not that outgoing of a person where I'm always, starting a conversation. I'll interject, or, I have my 2 cents here and there. And, if it's something passionate that we're talking about, then I'll give, my thoughts. But I really had this thought about what lengths will I go to protect my peace. And I think now that I'm, 43, and being, through some things and having some experiences, I've kind of cut some people off in my life that I've had relationships with over 20, 30 years. Lately, or recently, I would say, within the past year, this COVID has changed a lot of things with people, and given me a lot of perspective on how I see people. And my peace, I come to find, is the most important thing. Like, I don't like a lot of, what do I say? I don't like a lot of back and forth, stress, arguing, yelling, cussing. I don't be on none of that. Most people would tell you I'm probably the most calmest person in a group. When anything goes wrong, I'm usually the more calm person. Like, I don't get overly excited about things as problems, occur. I don't get riled up, or, real excited, or get out of character a lot. That's rare of me. I might have done that, back in my early 20s or teens, as a young athlete, having that energy a lot. And I don't have a lot of energy to give to unnecessary things. So stuff like arguing and going back and forth with people and disagreeing, that's fine. But to protect my peace, I will kindly shut you off or shut you out. At this point in my life, I just feel like it's not worth it. My peace, to be honest, is one of the top 3 most important things that I must have, on a daily basis or weekly or monthly or yearly. And whenever I'm interacting with people or a person, if I feel like there's something that's uncomfortable to me or I see something going a certain way, I leave it alone. I'm not arguing with you. Hey, you got it. I'm good. But I had to learn that as I've gotten older. It just seems like as you get older, you become wiser. Most should become wiser. Sometimes it takes people longer than others, or, some people get it in their 30s. Most people get it, as they age and experience things. But I'm starting to learn what will I do to protect my peace. And it goes for family too. A lot of time we, all family have issues. Some people may not get along or agree. And that's okay. But as you get older, you learn to communicate better. But I also learned that, letting somebody have their opinion and it not affect the way I feel or look at them. So even though if I disagree, instead of, taking a certain point or aspect of it and getting angry, upset, or, or wanting to combat their point of view or whatever it is that we're having at the time, if it's a discussion or a debate or whatever it is, I tend to now give people their space if I feel like it's gonna bother me that much. If it's family, friends, close friends, I have my group of people I deal with, female, males, cousins, whatever, the purpose or the person that I'm dealing with. I kind of more get an understanding of where they're coming from instead of trying to be argumentative about something I might dislike or I disagree with or I think it's stupid or, instead of being opinionated and kind of giving my disposition and being like I'm right and whatever they say is stupid or they're wrong or how the hell could they say something like that. Just let them have their opinion, and be okay with it. I've learned to be okay with disagreeing with people and it not affecting me, like me wanting to argue something that's really, at the end of the day, is not going to get anything across, not going to get anything solved. So, I'm throwing this out there to people who are going to see this. What would you do to protect your peace? What lengths would you do to protect your peace? Would you cut important people off in your family, friends, your mate, your spouse, your significant other? What would you do to protect your peace? What lengths would you go to? Because I think as the older I get and the older we get, and the more we mature, it's very important, man, to really get to know yourself and understand what is it that you want out of life and what you want for yourself and how is it that you're gonna move day to day. Like how is it that what do you want to achieve every day? What are your goals when you wake up? It's like, man, okay, today, if there's somebody you got to deal with or interact with, or you're going to be around for a weekend or a period of time, it's like, man, okay, I know me and this person might bump heads. We don't get along all the time. But, how am I going to protect my peace around this person? Because some people have an effect on you. It's just who it is. Some people you dealt with all your life, you love, you've had interactions with, you've had fights and been in arguments, been in discussions, been in heated battles, whatever it is, you deal with certain people. And you have to figure out, at some point in your life, at what age, what are you going to do to protect your peace around this person? Because sometimes, sometimes that person, you just see them. You see them like this, the thought of seeing them like, man, there's something gets to me. Like they have an effect on me it shouldn't be this way. Whatever it is, whoever the person is, however important they are to you, what are you willing to do to protect your peace for you not to get out of character around this person? Because I think that's something that we overlook in life is, letting somebody get to us, that has a certain effect on us. And things I do, I'll tell you one thing, and I do this, and it's not purposely, well, it is purposely, but some days I just don't be feeling it. And some days I'll look at a phone call and I just won't answer the phone because I feel like I need to protect my peace. And it's not necessarily a bad thing. Like I just know whoever's calling me is going to get on my nerves. It just some days I just be in a point or in a state where it's like I got to protect my peace today. You know what I'm saying? I may be down. And I know this person may be calling me not to irritate me or just, they might be calling me with some bad news. Or usually when this person calls, I know it's something not good. So I'm like, man, let me go ahead and protect my peace today because I'm not in the right frame of mind to probably accept this phone call or really prepare to, have a discussion with this person, whatever they're bringing to the conversation. It could be something great. I don't know. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just see a person like, man, I don't know if I can do it today. You don't know if they're coming with good news, bad news, or whatever. They just might need to talk to you for, or, get some advice for you. Some days it's like, I don't have it. Man, let me protect my peace today. And I get with them tomorrow, another day when, I'm focused. Sometimes you just need to take time for yourself, away from people, away from that phone, away from social media. Man, get you a drink, relax. Go sit in a room, listen to some music, read a book. Do something to protect your peace. Cause man, if you don't get that, if you don't have that, it's like, how are you dealing with stress if you can't protect your peace? And I think it's very important for us as people, adults, to really understand the lengths that we would go to protect our peace. And it's something that I think about all the time. As this COVID has taken over these different viruses that we have, man, Omicron, Delta, coronavirus, the thing that we've been through the last couple years, 2020, it's almost March 2022. So this COVID thing has been around 2 years, just about, maybe a little more. We don't actually know the exact date where it got here, but we're around 2 years of this COVID. And we're dealing with it in the best way that we can. And we've learned a lot about each other and ourselves. Hopefully you learned something about yourself during this COVID time. Some of this time you had to sit still and, be in a house and you couldn't go nowhere. You shouldn't have wanted to go nowhere, when COVID first hit. So you had some alone time, some time to sit around and think, like, man, we've been through a lot. We're going through something. How do I stay stress free, or how do I minimize my stress? How do I protect my peace in these times? Because it's very well needed, man. It's very important that we, take time for ourselves. I know a lot of us, or a lot of people that's going to watch this, like, do so much for others. I know people that do a lot for others. Man, sometimes I think it's more gratifying for them to do things for others than to do it for themselves. You know who you are. I don't have to say any names. But But what it, you know what I'm saying? At what cost will you protect your peace? What are you gonna do for yourself? How are you gonna make yourself feel? Because if you don't love yourself first, it's hard. It's hard to give that same kind of love to somebody else if you don't love yourself first and the most. So self-care and self-love are the most important. But at what extent will you do to protect that? You know what I'm saying? Your love, your self-care. How are we taking care of ourselves mentally? I know physically it's a lot for everybody. You know, most people want to get in shape or stay in shape or whatever. You know, you start this every new year. You know, some people it's a lifestyle now of, you know what I'm saying, eating better, being better, drinking better, taking care of their bodies. But mentally, what are we doing mentally for ourselves? So I just want to throw that out there. This is going to be for people who are subscribed to the channel. I'm going to put this on the channel today. Y'all get back to me. Hit the link. Comment for me. Leave me a comment. Just let me know how you feel, what you've been through, how you protect your peace. Hopefully we coming out of this COVID. It's 2022. They say the numbers are going down. So hopefully we can, you know what I'm saying, get back to being ourselves and doing our normal routines and, you know what I'm saying, getting outside or getting to it, getting active and being outside and just, you know what I'm saying, getting back to regular life. But through these times, difficult times, you know what I'm saying, what about your peace? What will you do or what have you done to protect your peace? What things have you changed to protect your peace? It's very important, man. Self-love, self-care, it's very important. Your peace is important. How are you going to protect it? How have you protected it? This is day one for the podcast. It's not a podcast, I'm sorry. Definitely not a podcast. But I'm recording this. I'm going to put it out there just to see the feedback I get. And I truly would expect you to just drop a comment for your boy, man. You're going to get more of these as I get more comfortable with it. I'm going to start out probably once a week. I might drop it anytime I feel like I got to get something off my chest. I always just want to talk to people. Sometimes I just need to get it off my chest. Say something. See how you feel about it. I know a lot of people don't have outlets or choose to use outlets that we have to talk or communicate or just, you know what I'm saying, get that feeling off your chest. Like, man, I've been thinking about this. Damn. Let me give my thoughts on it, man. And I know it's something that we've all thought about, man. And I know it's becoming more I would say prevalent that our self-care is very important, man. We must take care of ourselves mentally. Also physically is just important, but mentally, man, what are we doing, man? I know some of us have stressful jobs, dealing with stressful people. Man, what are we gonna do for our self-care and our self-love? How are you gonna protect your peace every day when you wake up and you know you're not where you want to be in life? You got to go to that job where you got somebody on that job. It's like, man, when you see them, they irked up out of you. But how do you protect your peace and deal with that person where it's not affecting your work or affecting your attitude or affecting you emotionally, or you had a day and you got to take that home to either your kids or your spouse or your significant other? It's like you didn't get to protect your peace at work. Now you going home stressed. How do you protect your peace before you go to work, before you go to school? You know what I'm saying? Before you give a speech, when you talk to people, how's your peace protected, man? We gotta be strong. So just drop a comment for your boy, man. I'm gonna edit this and look at it and see how it look, and then I'm gonna put it out there on my YouTube channel. Just leave a comment, man. See how I did. See what. Give me some comments, some pointers. You know, it's my first time, so let your boy know. Love y'all.